The Miraculous Medal, which is a true marvel of the 19th century that challenged the atheism common on those times and even continues to do so until now, is undoubtedly a gift from the Blessed Virgin to mankind that turned its back towards the Creator. From the time of its spreading, which was led by Saint Catherine Laboure, who was instructed to do so by Our Lady, the Miraculous Medal has proved its efficacy by causing numerous prodigies and miracles. Unlike superstitious objects, the Miraculous Medal is not an object that contains a power or an energy independently within itself, but serves as a channel of heavenly graces. It is precisely due to such reasons that it's called a sacramental. As many of you know, we have already produced a video regarding the history of the Miraculous Medal. Today, we wish to present to you some miracles that have taken place by the Miraculous Medal. The Miraculous Medal is a heavenly gift, and its main objective is the salvation of souls. The miracles of conversion that it has brought about are countless. But one such miracle of conversion that took place in the 1800s in the life of a certain young man helped its fame to spread across the globe. Alphonso Ratisbonne was born into a wealthy Jewish family in France in 1814. He was said to become part of his uncle's large banking firm. At first, Ratisbonne was a nominal Jew, but when his elder brother converted to the Catholic faith and became a priest, a hidden rage against Catholicism woke within him. During this period, he decided to travel to Europe without any singular purpose. His trip started out by traveling to Naples, where he stayed for about a month. After that, Ratisbonne wanted to go to Malta, but took the wrong boat and arrived in Rome. He stayed there, making the best of it by meeting an old friend. One day, when visiting his friend, Ratisbonne encountered a Catholic convert, Theodore de Bassière, who knew Ratisbonne's elder brother. While this made Ratisbonne hate the man, he enjoyed conversing with him because of his knowledge. Later, Ratisbonne visited de Bassière again. They had a heated discussion about Catholicism, and de Bassière made a challenge to Ratisbonne. He asked him, "Do you have the courage to submit yourself to a very simple and innocent test? Only to wear a little something I will give you. Look, it is a medal of the Blessed Virgin. It seems very ridiculous, does it not? But I assure you, I attach great value and efficacy to this little medal. Also, you must say every night and morning the Memorare, a very short and very efficacious prayer which Saint Bernard addressed to the Blessed Virgin Mary." While at first Ratisbonne protested at wearing the Miraculous Medal, he decided to put it around his neck and say the prayer each day. He figured that it couldn't do any harm, and that he would be able to prove all the ridiculous nature of Catholicism. Ratisbonne kept his word. He even found it easy to recite the Memorare. Then one day, he was travelling in the city with de Bassière, and they stopped at the church of Saint Andrea del Frate. While Theodore had gone to prepare some funeral arrangements of a departed friend, Ratisbonne entered the church and was strolling around, and suddenly he stopped at a certain location. The surrounding appeared to be engulfed in a marvelous light. He looked to an altar from where the light was coming and saw the Virgin Mary appearing as she did on the Miraculous Medal. He left the church in tears, clutching his Miraculous Medal. Several days later, he was received into the Catholic Church. Ratisbonne then entered the Jesuits and was ordained a priest. Finally, together with his brother, he founded the Congregation of Our Lady of Zion that worked for the conversion of the Jews. So many souls who had been astray had been led to the true path of faith in 1,000 ways by the Miraculous Medal. Nevertheless, this medal has been proved to be a true means of consolation and cure for those who are tormented by physical sicknesses as well. The beneficent effects of the Miraculous Medal have no barriers nor limits. At times, certain individuals who wear this medal have been able to allow its miraculous power extend towards all those who accompany them. The following story is a clear proof. One of the most incredible Miraculous Medal miracles began in a prison in 1943. 20-year-old Claude Newman, who had shot his grandmother's abuser, asked a fellow inmate what he was wearing around his neck. The inmate threw the Miraculous Medal on the ground and told Claude that he could have it. Shortly after the young man had put the medal around his neck, the Blessed Mother, whom Claude described as the most beautiful woman God had ever made, appeared to him and told him that if he would like to be her son, he should call for a priest, and he did so immediately. Along with 4 other prisoners whom he had inspired, Claude prepared to be baptized. When he shared with the priest and the other men his knowledge about the deep forgiveness found in confession, the priest was surprised. His surprise grew even more when he came to know that the Blessed Mother had visited Claude again. To prove he was telling the truth, he reminded the priest of a 1940 vow he had made to the Blessed Mother, that he would build a church in her honor if he had survived a life-threatening situation. While the priest later fulfilled that vow, Claude was baptized 4 days before he was scheduled to be executed in 1944. When he received a 2-week stay of execution, Claude felt disappointed because he felt the deep sorrow of that delay towards his heavenly journey. To console him, the priest suggested that he pray for the conversion of a prisoner who hated Claude and religion. He took the priest's advice, and 2 weeks later, Claude stunned many by being overjoyed at his last moment while sitting on the electric chair. Later, when the prisoner whom he had prayed for was in the same chair, the prisoner who had been so rude to everyone changed shockingly. His anger suddenly turned to fear, and he called for a priest. After doing a good confession, he revealed that the Blessed Mother and Claude appeared to him and showed him a vision of hell. He returned to his faith and was absolved of his sins before he was executed. All these miraculous instances may have surely inspired you with a firm desire of wearing this miraculous medal with devotion. Therefore, do not waste a single minute if you have not been aware of the great power of this little medal. Find one and get it blessed by a priest and wear it. Also, let us ask the Most Blessed Virgin the grace of continuing to be her true devotees, who shall never abandon this great treasure and marvel of grace.